Hi everyone and welcome back to another Bork No Game video. Today's video is DK2. Ingrid, Johanna right there, the Chica smiling, and then Ju Shiyun. They're going to be the two units that I've been using a lot during PvP as of late. Now, they're not the ones like going to be winning my matches, but I just want to showcase how important it is to have these two sort of units. We'll talk about like the breakdowns on their skills and all like the different things that they're wearing like gear wise, but I want to show off what their capabilities are and how you maximize their usage, because they're essentially the ones who like pop in the back. They're like your assassins, so to speak, right? But a lot of the times assassins don't work in this game if they die too quickly. So there's gonna be right here, I think her name is Hayame, so we can put Jishun in the back and get some hits right there. Hopefully they can stay alive, and then we'll slam Irie Alfred right here, and then we might need a little bit of heals, so we're gonna drop Ironside right here as well. So Jushiyun is dead. That is no bueno for us, and then we'll probably drop Tank Chan right here. Hopefully that's gonna be good. We don't want it to like, you know, do the autos and whatnot. I think everyone knows don't run stuff on auto, but then let's go ahead and drop our sniper Sylvia, and then Ingrid can jump into the back again. I think Karen Wong, she is such a crazy threat right now in PvP, and this is how you want to utilize Ingrid. While she's not going to kill someone, she's definitely going to disrupt the enemy, and that's exactly what you want to see with these characters when you're running someone like Ju Shiyun and Ingrid Johanna, because if you can't disrupt those snipers in the back, don't expect Titan meta to work out that well, because a lot of the times the enemies are just going to overpower you with their snipers. Snipers are very in meta. Karen Wong and Hayame are so strong right now. It's absolutely ridiculous, because most people, if you didn't know, strikers are probably the biggest meta units in my opinion. So if you have the counterpart to Jishiyun, the female version, she is going to be very strong for this situation as well. Alright, so we managed to win the match right there. I just want to look into these two characters in particular, because I'm not seeing them too much on like the actual fields. I am seeing Ju Shiyun a little bit more, but there he is. There's Ju Shiyun. You should definitely use him as a free-to-play, since he's definitely worth to raise. I think it's just mostly to take out those snipers in the back. That's his main use. If you're not having any issues with snipers, then you know you don't really have to run him. Just be very careful when you place him, because when you place Ju Shiyun, he's not exactly someone who's like, oh, I have like insane amounts of firepower, hence why I can kill someone in the back line. Same thing with Ingrid right here, right? So they're both popping in. You can see when they pop in, they don't really do anything whatsoever, and that's like their biggest disadvantage. And you can see like they died like straight up, like right there, and Titan's almost dead. But let's go ahead and put Ironside right here to keep him alive. And usually this is going to be a closer match from what I can tell, because this Hayame is going to deal an insane amount of damage to my Titan, and 9 times out of 10 I can't get to her. Titan Chan right here, and then I'm gonna need Ju Shiyun or Ingrid to pretty much deal some damage to her, because a lot of the times I have such a hard time like taking them out, and Ingrid, like, she doesn't last that long whatsoever. And we're probably gonna lose this match right here because of the fact that if I don't place them appropriately, I usually can't get enough hits in, and this usually ends up like in the loss of the match. Usually I don't bother trying, because there's no way, if I drop like any unit whatsoever, it's not really going to work out anyways. Can't see them in time, doesn't really matter in some way. So there's caveats when running Ingrid and Ju. Go ahead and do a couple more matches. Now when it comes to Ingrid and Ju Shiyun, I feel like Ju Shiyun is more of an assassin and Ingrid is more of someone who can draw someone forward. I don't think it's very successful trying to put Ingrid in the backline unless you know when she drops she's going to be safe, and 9 times out of 10 whenever she drops she's not going to be safe whatsoever. Usually the placements of my first early on units are based on who they are running. So for example, if they drop a striker first, I try to run our snipers in the back line. So maybe there I shouldn't have done that. I should have ran someone else in the beginning. Go ahead and drop some heals. Oh man, that was kind of bad timing on my part. Shouldn't have let Tanky Chan die like that. And then this, oh man, this is always like the hardest thing to deal with the Lake Superior, because that little shields right there is absolutely insane. And then Ingrid right there doing some stuff. Let's go ahead and drop our Sylvia to get some CC. I like running Sylvia and Ju Shiyun together because their stun capabilities, like put together, it's probably like some of the best in the game, because Ju Shiyun already has like some crazy stuns, and then you couple that with the fact that Sylvia's on the field as well, and you just kind of have like an ultimate stun locking team, because whenever someone tries to stun, you know, Ju Shiyun, he just stuns them right back, because he is a very, very, how do you say, smug person. Yeah, definitely a smug person, that's for sure. All right, so they're gonna be getting some hits in right here. Let's go ahead and drop a building on them, and then I wish we had Ironside on the field as well. Just drop Sylvia in the back. I feel like we might have a hard time, but Titan seems to be doing well. Same with Tank Chan, so I feel like we might win this match if we can just keep like the crowd at bay. They can definitely push me back in this situation right here, just because of the fact they can drop a certain unit, but for me it doesn't work out sometimes. So right there it worked out a little bit better. So for example, sometimes when I place Ingrid or Ju Shiyun and then I let them die too quickly, that can be a pretty big deal where it's like things are sort of broken and you don't really want to deal with that. You end up going into a match and you're just like, oh, I could have placed this better. The only reason why I'm so protective of Titan is because he's like my biggest like firepower in the entire match. If I can drop my lasers appropriately right here, then everything really works out with like Ju Shiyun pretty much popping in. So right there, this is like the perfect moment, and then I can get him to attack, and then I can get Ingrid in right there as well. And then let's go ahead and drop our little helos right here. All right, Titan Chan, we're doing okay. Let's go ahead and drop some heals. Oh man, this is not looking good. Titan went down. Oh no. All right. Oh no, we're fine. We are fine for now. Let's go ahead and drop Ironside. So long as Titan can stay alive. And right there, I technically used like my Ju Shiyun and Ingrid appropriately, because before I was rushing it where I would drop them both without dropping a laser or some sort of CC in order to sort of like pad their landing. Sort of like, you know, when Elizabeth drops on the field and she has like her knives pretty much raining down. And if I can sort of do the same thing with like this laser in particular, plasma impact, then it mitigates like their poor like impact, right? Or their poor timing when they pretty much pop in. Like Ingrid popping in through like the little portal right there doesn't really do much. She does like her basic attack and a couple of skills, but she's not doing anything crazy because, you know, she's still vulnerable when she jumps in. Same thing with Elizabeth, and that's what makes Elizabeth like the best assassin unit in the game, because when she pops in, she has like her built-in sort of laser sort of deal, right? Okay, so we won a couple of matches. Let's go ahead and look at some of their gear so you can see like what they're working with. Now, when it comes to Ju Shiyun, he's not running anything too spectacular. Honestly, I feel like I'd be better if I ran like an anti-sniper set or something to that nature, because his attack is kind of underwhelming. His evasion is alright. I think the reason why he's like this is because his passive skill, his special skill, and ultimate skill are already quite broken. His passive skill reducing the damage he takes, if he had more defense, he'd be too busted. And his counterattack right here where he stuns a target if like someone tries to hit stun him or he's trying to get stunned, it's like one of the best like counters in the entire game. I absolutely love it. So whenever he gets hit with a stun or whenever he gets hit, just stun them right back. It's on a 20-second cooldown, and sometimes it can work into your favor because you can stun the backline. Spatial slash, it's absolutely amazing whenever he can cast it or stay on the field long enough. I feel like he's definitely worthy to build faster, but if you're on a budget, Ingrid Johanna is definitely just as good, because her being able to increase her evasion with her passive skill on her second basic attack is really good. Just note that her come over here skill, it can also work with her like sort of walking into the fight, not jumping into the back, because she can pull the enemy towards her. So you can technically pull someone towards like Titan Chan or pull someone towards like the Tank Chan or someone, like pretty much pull them out of like that backline space. Ingrid is really great for that. You can use her for other things outside of like, you know, being an assassin. And as you saw, Ingrid's gear wasn't anything crazy. Honestly, I would want to run like more evasion on her, because the more evasion she can have, the more disruption she can do. She's not really there to kill most of the time. She's kind of there to disrupt. But if I had another plan, I would definitely go anti-sniper as well. Same thing with like Ju Shiyun. So let's go ahead and place Titan, and then let's do our final matches right here. Do a little bit of Sylvia, and then, oh, that is interesting. I haven't seen like this unit pop in before. Let's go ahead and place Titan Chan right here. So I'm very curious how this one is going to go. And then this is like the idol squad right here, right? In some ways. All right. So, oh man, this is going to be pretty crazy for us. Yeah, there's no way Ju Shiyun was going to land any of those hits, but we're doing okay right here. I really like what this person is running. It was really cool. I like the little sub thing right there as well. Pretty nice. Maybe I should use that character too. Let's go ahead and put Ju Shiyun right here. And I feel like this is going to be match. I really like this person's dedication to their waifus, because it really speaks to like how much much they're having fun in the game. This is definitely a waifu team and very nice right there. Go ahead and do another match just for the sake of it because I'm having fun. Hopefully I'm teaching you things with these characters. You don't have to run like Kyle. Right now Gaiyun I would say is an absolute threat with Hayame. Like Gaiyun is completely unaffected by this and she's still like the strongest DPS in the game right now. She's way better than Kyle. Kyle is like, you know, sort of like a disruption, but her little like ping pong UB ultimate thing, it's absolutely insane. There's nothing in the entire game that can really stop it. Let's see, let's go ahead and drop Titan and then right here, hopefully we'll see something cool. All right, we'll drop Tank Chan as well. And then, all right, we're doing okay. So this is going to be interesting. We're going to drop our little laser beams right here and then we'll drop Ju Shiyun afterwards. Hopefully we can get some attacks in. All right, we're doing fine so far. And then we'll drop Ironside to get some heals on Tank Chan. Ju Shiyun is still alive, so that is actually pretty great to see. I thought he would actually die quicker than this. And then let's go ahead and drop our Hilo right here. Hopefully it doesn't get hit a bit too much. All right, we're doing great. And then Gaiyun, the absolute monster, she has to be taken down like at all costs because she's just way too strong. Like she's squishy and I'm happy she's squishy. If she was any stronger, I could not possibly kill her. So managed to land the kill right there, mostly because we were able to tame the backline. You know, we got that laser off, which was a big deal. Your ships matter greatly. Make sure to time those lasers if you plan to use someone like Ingrid and Ju Shiyun, because that is going to be the key in order to pop them into the match, similar to the way Elizabeth, you know, drops into the match using the advanced plasma impact. If you are using Abraham, you know, feel free to use other ships as well. Anyways, if you made it this far in today's video, consider subscribing, dropping a like, leaving a comment, follow me on Twitch, follow me on Twitter. Once we hit 22,500 subs, we're doing a giveaway. I'm doing a redo for the 20k giveaways. Check it out on the community tabs. I'll leave a link down in the description. Have yourself a fantastic day, and I will see you in the next one.